Good morning, family. Just I was thinking about something, man. This is a little something for the bag chasers, right? The bag chasers. I'm chasing the bag. I'm chasing the bag. Nothing wrong with getting a bag. Nothing wrong with getting a bag, as long as it's in the proper perspective. The bag. You have to have a bag in America if you don't want to be live in a certain condition. I understand that. I am not against that. But it's got to be in the proper perspective against the responsibilities you have to your people, the people in your household first, and then any other people that align with your thinking, right? Your people. So I wanted to go here with, Luke, and we're gonna kind of get into it here. I think Luke 9:21 through 28, and kind of just kind of see what's important. What's important? There's an old saying: people do what's important to them, right? They say one thing, they think one thing, and then they do another thing, right? So, but we want all those things to match as closely as possible, right? So let's look at what our little brother Jesus said, and maybe we can get some clarity on chasing this bag in relationship to thinking about our people and caring for our people, caring for the people in our household first, and then for our community, right? Okay, so 21 starts out, says, from that time forth began Jesus to show unto his disciples how that he must go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and the priests and the scribes. Okay? So he knows they're going to talk about him. He knows they're going to try to trick him, put him in tricks, everything. He knows, right? He knows that this is going to happen. So what is that telling us? That's telling us that, and he already said this earlier, if they loved God like they say they love God, they would love me. But you hate me. So how can you love God and hate me, and him that you say you love sent me, right? It says that someplace else, but we're talking about it right here. He's telling the disciples what's going to happen, basically prepping them for the hour that's coming. And be raised again the third day. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, be it far from thee, Lord, right? Because Peter was like, I can't believe it. You're the best man I ever met. How can this happen to you? The work we trying to do here, how could this happen? How are you going to let this happen? You know it's going to happen, and you're going to let it happen. Why? Be it far from thee, Lord. This shall not be unto thee. Peter didn't want to accept it. You know, sometimes we don't want to accept things, right? Just because it's not what we want, we don't want to accept it. I'm not accepting this situation because it's not what I want. Well, what you want and what God wants may be two different things. Who's going to win that fight? Who's going to win that fight? But he turned to Peter, and he turned and said unto Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Right? Basically, he said, "Hey man, if you don't want what the Lord wants, then you ain't on my team. This has to happen. It's not what I want. He said, I don't want this, but I have to. But my Father wants this. My Father wants a certain outcome, and this is part of what has to happen so that we can get to that certain outcome. This ain't a test for me. It's a test for you." He said, "Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me." Yeah, that attitude ain't working with what we trying to do here. I'm just trying to prep you for what's going to happen so you don't fall apart. I ain't teach you all this stuff so when I'm gone, you can just walk off of it and go back to being the same old Negro you was before. I taught you this, and it's going to be something's going to happen, some things going to happen that's going to test your commitment to this teaching. Do you have things in your life that test your commitment to whatever teaching that you may be under or covenant you may be under? Brother Clarence, too much. Call that brother right back. He said, "For thou savorest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of man." In other words, his feelings. He was in his feelings. Peter was in his feelings. Peter was in his feelings. And so, because Peter was in his feelings, he recognized, oh, man, I thought you wanted the stuff you say you want. You was with me. If you with me, how come you ain't with God? Because I'm with God. You should be with God, what God's plan is. No matter what's going to happen, if the outcome is for his light to shine, then I got to be down with it. You need to be down with it if you following me, right? Just like Isaac, right? Abraham walked Isaac up there, up that hill, and get to the top of the hill. And Isaac looking around. Hey, where's the lamb? Where's the lamb? The old man look at him and say, "There ain't no lamb, son. You the lamb." But what did Isaac do? He jumped up on that table and said, "Hey, if I'm the lamb, I'm the lamb. Because I respect you and I respect your God. And if I'm the lamb, so that you can be, I got to be the lamb so that you can be in good with your God. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know why, but hey, let's do it." Isaac was a G for that, right? But Peter fell apart. Oh my God, stop it. Don't let this happen. You can stop it from happening. Hey man, I probably could stop it from happening, but I'm not going to do that because that's not the wish of my Father. Anyway, then Jesus said unto his disciples, "Any man will come after me, let him deny himself." Deny himself of what? Deny himself of getting things that put him outside of God's wishes. Let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. What you mean take up the cross? I mean, once you say you rolling with Jesus, it's going to be some issues. People not going to like you. It's heavy. You ever see a person carrying a cross? It's heavy. It's heavy. You're always going to be judged based on that cross you got on your back. But he said, take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. What you mean? How can I save my life and lose it? That means if you willing to not do what is the right thing, you may still alive. This is metaphors. You may still be alive physically, but the type of life you live in is not going to be the quality that it could have been if you would have stuck with the God. Just saying. And we're gonna come to what I really want. The lesson we really want to teach the bag chasers. Go on and get your bag, but remember, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. What that means? What do you mean you're going to lose your life for my sake? What do you mean you lose your life? That means that your desires are no longer the maximum of importance. Is the desires of God is his desires are maximum in your life, then you're going to find the type of love and life that you're looking for. You don't hear me? Because you think money gonna solve all your problems. No, money definitely will give you the appearance. You can get the appearance of a very cultured life and a very opulent life. Money can give you the appearance of that. But a lot of these people with all this money, they're suffering. They're suffering because they don't know what love is. They don't know. People don't love them because of them. They love them because of their money and what they think they can chip off of them. All right, I ain't gonna be too long. Almost done. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Okay, bag chasers. I hope you listening, bag chasers. Let me repeat that one again. This is Luke 9:26. What is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world? I mean, he got all the money in the world and lose his own soul. What's the profit in that? What do you gain? Some of y'all think money is the biggest thing. Money is not the best thing in the world. Money is needed. Definitely in America, it's needed. But what do you think is needed more? Your love, God's love given to you in the form of a person that actually coming to show you what real love looks like. Y'all don't even know what real love looks like. So you chase the bag. And the bag is good. But it's a proper place for the bag. Then there's a proper place for love. Love of God, love of man, love of humanity. Right? You got all that money. And nobody even loves you because of you. They love you. They love your money. And when you get into a trick, and we all will, all of us will have some challenge at some point, health-wise. We all gonna have some type of challenge. What are these people that's hanging around you gonna do? Right? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? What you willing to exchange for your soul? Right? Some people are willing to exchange morality for their soul because I'm willing the money, right? They're willing to exchange their morals, their convictions, what they stand on, what they quote unquote stand for. They're willing to exchange all that. You give me enough money, we see that all the time in the black community, right? Where systems of white supremacy say, if you join us in this battle, we will give you your own television show. We'll give you your own bank account. We will bankroll you, right? We say that with cats like Jesse Lee Peterson and others. If you promote our program, we will pay you. How's that working out for JLP? All the while, the man was getting all this money from all these WS sources to promote his program, which was really the synagogue of Satan, where the man was not because he was in a rainbow committing but he was hiding the fact that he was committing this rainbow stuff. See, one thing you tell everybody up front, hey, this is what I'm doing. Then everybody can see the contradictions and decide if they're going to still follow you. But when you out here saying, I'm promoting God's program or I'm promoting this program and I don't I'm not involved with this behavior. And that behavior is of the devil. Right? Then there's a conflict there. Because you said you're not doing part of that. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But so what happened to Jesse Lee Peterson, in my opinion? Hope that brother life worked out. Hope everything works out for him where he can get himself together. But the point is, he was out there taking advantage of men that were what's the word I want to use? Vulnerable, and were looking for spirituality, looking for some concrete spirituality that they can pull themselves up from the pain that they were in. This man was in pain himself. He was in constant pain himself. Why? Because he exchanged his soul for something else. He exchanged his soul for the acceptance, for the biased and uneven acceptance of WS. Let's continue. I don't mean to beat up on Jesse Lee Peterson, man. I hope the brother fixes his life and gets his life together, and I hope the people that I can't call grown men victims, but I can say definitely the people he preyed upon, definitely hope they get their lives together as well. The men that were actually being preyed upon by him. Anyway, let's finish it up so we can close this out. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. What does that mean? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of the Father with his angels. What is his angels? What is the glory of the Father? How is he going to come? How's the Son of Man going to come in the glory? He's going to be in this glory. How is a reprobate a community of people going to recognize the Son of Man in the glory of his Father with his angels? What's that going to look like to a reprobate group of people? They're not going to recognize this person. This person's going to come and they're going to have the solutions. The glory is the solutions to their problems. Right? That's the solution. He's going to come with the angels. The angels are his helpers to try to get you the solutions to the problem. Right? You got problems. You got physical ailments. You got spiritual ailments. You got mental ailments. These people come and try to give you the word to ignite you to get in, to go find physical solutions to these ailments. But you don't recognize them. Right? You're looking for white people with chicken wings behind their back to come in here and say, oh, that's an angel. That's what you're looking for, right? Oh, man, we are really in trouble, man. We need to really get it together. And then he shall reward every man according to his work. What do you mean he's going to reward every man according to his works? Why? Because the discipline you display trying to adhere to his word, that's where your mind is going to be open enough to be rewarded at that point. You're going to listen more to this man. You're going to be able to recognize this man when, because of your works, you stay faithful to his word. You're going to be able to recognize the man when you see him. You're going to recognize his work when you see his work. You recognize his signature when you see his signature on some work. You recognize people helping him when you see his helpers. Oh, man. Brother Clarence, you're talking too much. I know. I'm about to wrap it up. Y'all. Stay with me just for a little while longer. Come on, bag chasers. Hang in there with me just a little longer, bag chasers. Verily I say unto you, we at Luke 28. Luke 28. Luke 9:28, excuse me. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here, meaning that amongst the disciples, right, which shall not taste of death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. What does that mean? You ain't gonna taste death until there's a time when you're not gonna taste death. You're not gonna taste death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. What does that mean? You're not gonna taste death. How can you not taste death? We are gonna taste death. But there's a point in time when these people gonna taste death. It's not until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Then they're gonna be able to taste death. Right? That what that means. See, you're screwing around. And then you ain't gonna even realize it by the time you get to a point where you can't go back. You can't go back and start doing some of this work that you was told to do. The kingdom is going to be on its way. The Son of Man is here, and his kingdom is going to be on its way. But you ain't going to be able to go back and say, Lord, oh man, I see you coming. Let me go run and jump and go back and do some of this work that I should have been doing. You ain't going to be able to do that. It'll be too late for you. By the time you see the kingdom coming, you know what I mean? You try to let go of all them bags of money to try to do it. Ask. You see the kingdom, you see the kingdom coming. It's too late. That's why we got to have balance, y'all. Yes, you get you some money. Get you some money. There's nothing wrong with wanting the best for yourself. That's cool. But always remember, this work is for the people. This work ain't for us to get money. We ain't out here for us to get money to say God programs work because I got money. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to say God programs works. Whether you got money or not, God's program works. That's the bottom line to all of this. But I challenge you, if you have a disagreement with me, or you have a disagreement with what I'm saying, or my interpretation, this is just my interpretation. You may have another interpretation, but if you disagree with my interpretation, I invite you to come on over and let's talk about it. Remember bag chasers? You ain't going to be able to get there and say, well, see, I was on this person's, I was following this person's Patreon. So that's why I didn't do the work that I should have been doing, Lord, because I was following this person's Patreon. I was following this person's, live streams. Really? You're going to stand alone on that day. You're going to stand alone. And your work is going to be reviewed. Your work. And you ain't going to be able to say, well, I was following this person. They said they was following you, but this is what they said. No. See, you got to investigate everybody. Everybody you got to do. You got to investigate, do an investigation. Even me, investigating what I'm saying. Am I doing what I'm saying I'm doing? Am I trying to stay close to my line? Well, all of us are trying. We're practicing religions. We're not perfecting. We haven't perfected our obedience. We are practicing our obedience, right? Sometimes I may fall down, but the reality is, I know I have to apologize. I have to make it right as best as I can. The real people are gonna make it right when they make a mistake. Other people are gonna say they're gonna make you think that the mistake never happened. Thank you for listening, family. I just wanted to give you some inspiration. If you out there chasing those bags, chase your bags, but reconcile it with, hey, for all them bags you chasing, your family should be worth more to you, and your mental and spiritual competence should be worth more to you. Shouldn't just be you trying to get this money. Money gonna always be here. It will. It'll always be here. In some form or fashion, currency will always be here. What ain't gonna always be is the people that you're gonna be around, people that love and care about you, and you love and care about them. That's not going to always be there. And if you don't put time into the people that's around you, so that they can learn how to love and care for you, and then you can love and care for them. I heard a man say, "You're going to die alone." Shout out to him, rest in peace. But he said, "You're going to die alone." And none of us want to die alone, or even suffer, or get to a point where we need the help of other people and they are not treating us properly. Is that what you want for yourself? By being rebellious. We be rebellious. We eat foods that we shouldn't eat. We do participate in narcotics and things that are not good for us, and then we go senile, or we have other issues, that health issues that put us in the hands of other people to be taken care of. We not even able to take care of ourselves, and because we didn't put time into those people that are closest to us to take care of us, they shove us in a nursing home. They shove us in wherever they warehouse us someplace just to get their hands on whatever little money we have, money or resources we have. We're creating a generation of vipers, y'all. Get your bag. Get your bag. But your bag ain't worth more than connecting to God's people. All right, that's it. I'm done. Tell me what y'all think, man. Am I crazy? Shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson, man. I hope that brother fixes his life. I hope the people that he victimized fix their lives, man. I hope everybody can walk away from this thing, man, and be better people, man, from that situation at least, and be better people. And I hope, this little breakdown helped some people as well. All right, y'all. Never be the aggressor, and I am out. Peace.